Blast off.
We are
We
family.
are not doing that today.
Yeah, we can't be family.
We're always family, baby.
I just can't sing about it.
You just can't sing about it. No.
Okay.
Okay. What's going on today? What you gonna have me doing? What are we talking about?
You just won't let me put a break in there before.
Nope. You can break after you tell me what we're talking about so I can prepare myself. What are we gonna talk about today?
We're talking about family.
Okay. There's your break.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to I'm Just Trying to Stay Married today. I'm Big Daddy, and that's Foxy Brown. And we just gonna roll right on into this some kind of way. How you
I
doing
gave
today,
you a
Big?
break.
Yeah, that ain't the break I was looking for.
What break was you looking for?
I don't know it was a break, but it was too late. Anyway, how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
You doing
Wunderbar.
wunderbar?
Whatever. Yeah.
You feeling good? You had a nice breakfast?
Oh yeah. Stop making me eat stuff you know I don't like on purpose.
You want to explain that?
You had me eating spam this morning, and to my knowledge, I hadn't eaten spam since I was a kid.
No, you've had spam since then.
Evidently, I found that out today. Because had you told me, I wouldn't have ate it on purpose.
And hence, I didn't tell you.
You didn't even know. Oh no, I guess I had a hidden trauma about spam. That was poor people food in our house, and it's like when we couldn't afford nothing else, we could afford spam. It's like salmon croquettes. Somebody got to make some damn good salmon croquettes in order for me to eat them. Because
Like
Lord
mine?
have mercy. Anytime we wasn't enough food stamps in the house, it was salmon croquettes or spam.
They make the same way now. That shit is expensive.
Because everybody, anything that they deemed bad food or soul food or broke folks food, now everybody and their mama wants some. So they
Yeah.
drove up the prices of oxtails and
Neck
neck
bone.
bones and can't stand
Spam.
none of y'all bougie ass mother so and so's.
Costs damn near $4 for a can of spam now.
Shut up.
Yeah.
How much did it cost before it got? You know what? Another thing, because everybody started liking Hawaiian food, so
Yeah.
y'all, you and Morgan
Right.
get those spam musubis, and they had
Oh,
to say,
yeah.
"Ooh, we on a roll. Let's put some more
Yeah.
money on this."
Yeah, they got 17 different flavors of spam now and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway.
Anyway,
You had your spam and your eggs over easy.
yes, and I loved it, and now I'm mad because I like the spam. It was nice and salty in the fried rice and all that stuff. I ain't happy about it, but I ate it and it was good.
I'm so happy I could make you happy.
So what? What about family? Because I just told you my family was broke growing up, and I know yours was too.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, I remember one time my mom got hold of these sausages. And these was the reddest sausages you ever seen in your life. You was happy to have them because we had to eat. But you boil them sausages and they turn the pot pink.
oh Lord, not the water, but the pot.
The pot pink,
Oh
yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
that probably wasn't healthy. That was red dye number 72.
Yeah, we went through all them po folks. Potted meat. Used to make potted meat sandwiches.
What the hell is a potted meat?
You ever had potted meat?
I don't know.
It came in a little can, and we used to mix it up with mayonnaise, and you spread it on bread and eat it.
Like
It was like
canned devil's food or some shit like that.
something like that, yeah. But it was called potted meat.
I don't know. My mama made us eat
The
whatever.
texture was like it was like the inside of Vienna sausages if it was all just smooshed out. That's the best way I could describe it to you.
Oh my gosh, that's traumatizing.
And you hungry?
But we talking about family now, and I know your formative years wasn't surrounded by a whole lot of family like mine was.
No, no.
So
It was just me. Mostly, it was me, my mom, and my sister, and my grandmother, and then my great grandmother when we moved back here to Texas.
is but even was Tanti in California when you guys were in California?
She was there, but she don't like kids, so we never really had much
It
contact.
trips me out when people who don't like kids have kids. That's
Yeah.
some crazy family shit right there. Well, hell,
Yeah.
you didn't want kids, but look at us now.
Look
Got
at
a
us now.
16-year-old still in there sleeping. What time is it? 3:30.
Well, she ain't sleep. But anyway. But no, I didn't have a big family. I had family around, aunts and uncles and grandpa Tutti and all them folks, but they were in Altadena. And well, let me put it this way. No, like I might have said this before. Nobody in my family is my age.
Yeah.
Everybody's either way older or way younger. So there was nobody for me to directly connect with. That didn't, I mean, when we moved to Texas, then I had friends, but I didn't have any family around my age. So
It's like I told you, baby, you didn't miss much. It was crazy. It's dysfunctional.
and you had 7,000 people.
Yeah, because the more family you have, the more dysfunctional it is. Like we had the church kids and we had the heathen kids. I was one of the heathen kids. Even though my grandfather and grandmother brought all their kids up in church, there was like the I'm so heaven bound, I ain't no earthly good kind of Christians. And then there was my mama Aunt Florence, Uncle Charles.
They was the rest of them.
That was the rest of them. They went to church, but and it was crazy because, like I said, a lot of us were the same age, but we were allowed to spend the night, like say Nanny and Gregory. Then we can spend the night at Aunt Clemmie's house with Nanny and Gregory, but nobody could ever come to our house. Nobody could ever go to Aunt Florence's house because my mom and them was big ass sinners. My mama would go out and party all Saturday night, but she still had her ass in church on Sunday morning. Because that's how she did. It's like, oh, well, no, we were the bad influence kids, so they could not be around us. Now, mind you, all of them church kids that wasn't allowed to come to our house, all of them was doing dirt before I was. And I'm not talking bad about my cousin, but Aunt Clemmy that wouldn't let Gregory and Nanny come to our house. Nanny had 3 baby daddies.
Oh, Lord.
And it was the dysfunction of our parents that bled onto us and not us ourselves, because we didn't have a problem with each other, but they created the problem by making a difference in how we were. We didn't.
Right.
It wasn't about how you raised us. We loved all of our family, but it's like, your mom ain't gonna let you come over here. We'd be trying to scheme to get to hang out with each other. But like I said, we were allowed to go to the church family's house, but the church family wasn't allowed to come to any of our houses. So it was a big ass dysfunction.
Yep.
So it's
We had our own different dysfunction.
huh?
I said we had our own different dysfunction. It wasn't
Well,
like that.
your grandpa had 2 baby mamas,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. But they liked each other.
I know, but so did your daddy's ex-wives. Your mom and Janice, they liked each
I'm
other.
talking about they liked each other. And they would gang up on Pop sometimes.
But the same was with your grandmothers. Maddie and Nim's mom and your mom and Tanti's mom.
Yep. Yep. They was all fine. One thing that I always thanked you for, it's not so, it doesn't matter much now, but we never had a requirement to visit each other's family.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Because it's and I probably got more of that from my practice marriage than from being married to you. Because when I had a bad habit of running my mouth in my first marriage. And it was, shut up. Everybody giving advice. And it was like, now mind you, my aunt and uncle have been together my entire life, as far as I know. But that is the raggediest marriage I know. It's like that seems like 60 years of hell because you guys were just staying
Yeah.
married for the sake of staying married, or because it was the whole, you know what God brought together, let no man put us under, or till death do us part. You killing me. I'm not staying married for that reason. And even when in my practice marriage, it was, I talked to two pastors before I left Mark. Two pastors because
Stop
it
saying
was,
his name.
huh?
Stop saying his name.
I don't give a rat's ass. He ain't listening to me in years. He wasn't listening to me when we was married. But I consulted two different pastors because I was brought up in the church, and I felt some kind of way about divorcing my husband. It's like I chose this dude. I went in this with eyes wide open, and I knew I was with him for the wrong reason. I fell in love with him because of how he was loving on some other girl when I met him. Ain't that some crazy shit?
Yep.
And Donna and I were friends at the time.
You just had all kind of shit twisted.
I'm telling you, I was a basket load of insecurities and stupid shit. But like I say, I ended up liking him. And it didn't help that the first time that we met, it was me, him, and Donna, all three of us together, and we went to Venice Beach. And and at that time, my tatas sat a little higher on their own. And I had a lace kind of top on with my overalls, and I had one side down. Now, mind you, we're at Venice Beach. You know, at Venice Beach, half the women there are half naked, bikinis and everything. But for some reason, guys kept trying to cut their eyes, trying to see if they could see through my top. So what he did was grab me by my hand, and he would just make sure I was walking in front of guys so he could see their eyes try to do. And that's how he and I ended up becoming friends. So it just kind of grew from that. And then what's that song? It's some dumbass song from back in the day.
You have to be more specific.
I'm about to tell you about.
Okay. I'm about to.
Shut up. But you know, it's a song about you keep complaining to your woman or your man about me, and that's why I can't think of the song right now.
I have no
But
idea.
yeah, he would cry on my shoulder about Donna. And that's how he and I got way too close. So yeah.
Okay.
It's a song about that somewhere. I just can't think of what it is.
If y'all are listening and you know what the song is, put it in the comments, please. Because I have no idea what she's talking about.
And you're the music man.
Yeah, but I still don't know what you're talking about.
I can't think of it. I'll find it and I'll put my own damn comment in there. Anyway, what?
So, how do you feel about traveling to visit family?
I'm going, next month? I told Nay I would go to
No, I
Arkansas.
meant like as a married couple.
Us going to visit family?
We've only done it a few times, so.
I could live without it. I love your mom. And bringing Morgan to see her and all that kind of stuff, that's different. And watching Granny faint twice when she saw you, that was a good thing. But just going to meet the family, no. I feel like I'm either put on display or I gotta ask questions I really don't give two fucks about.
Well, the reason I ask is, as I understand it, I haven't encountered this, but how do you feel about couples that go to visit one of their parents and the parents don't want them sleeping together?
Not married? They're not married?
Married or not married? How do you feel about it?
If they're married, I don't have a problem with it. But believe it or not, I'm old school. Yeah, you can't be having sex in my house.
No, but I'm just saying that you get there, they only got one room. They want to make one of y'all sleep on the couch, another one sleep in the bed, even though y'all a couple.
Again, if you're not married, no. Okay. I don't want that. And maybe it's just me.
Suppose we went to visit my parents. We
I
went
ain't
to
sleeping in
go,
no separate room. I'm a grown ass married woman at that point. That's different.
but
But
they said we don't want that in our house. Personally, I'd say, okay, we'll go get a hotel because you ain't gonna tell me not to sleep with my wife. But they're
that I can't see anybody ever asking. I like I said, I can see like if you're like living together, I might be okay with it to a certain degree. But if that's just your dude you brought home from school and all that kind of no, you ain't no, we ain't doing that. We're not. I don't even know if I want him staying in my house. I didn't ask him to visit. If you came home as my child coming to visit me, I didn't ask you to bring your boyfriend or girlfriend. If
right,
you're gonna bring them for a visit, bring them for dinner. Don't bring them for overnight. Keep
right,
their asses where they are.
right, exactly.
So it's funny because we always, and I don't know if you guys got this, and like I said, you probably don't know because you weren't around a lot of family, but everybody in our family always say, don't come home with nobody ugly, and don't come home with no white boy or white girl. That's what we always got. And it's like they never thought that we were ugly. We could have been the ugly one that somebody else's mama said don't bring.
Never crossed their mind, huh?
Never crossed their mind. Never crossed their mind.
Grandma
But
do would call them over there and rub their hair to see if they had bad hair.
shut up.
Yeah, she used to do that to the kid. You bring you had a baby and you brought them over. She said, "Oh, let me hold them." She would rub their head to see if they
But
got bad hair.
you know their hair don't stay like that. Black kids' hair don't stay like that. Some of the kids in our family came in with beady beads. So,
It was old school.
but Grandmama Do was how much white?
She was half white. My great great grandfather was a Jewish man,
Okay.
but he could never marry my great great grandmother because back then,
Yep.
black and white. Yeah,
Yep. They were sneaking. So Grandmama Do was
half white.
not just half white, but she was considered a bastard back then.
I guess technically she's, I guess, kind of Creole, but not really.
But I'm just saying in the
Where
fact
they
that her
were,
parents
yeah.
weren't married.
Right, yeah.
Wow. Kind of puts you, and it's funny that that was a thing, but then it was still a thing when, what's his name? God, what's the dude that used to do the Tonight Show? I can't even think of his
Johnny
name.
Carson?
No. The young black guy from Africa.
Trevor Noah.
Yeah, Trevor Noah. Now, the age difference between those two, but then he still wrote a book about being born. I forgot the title of his book, but how even in his day and age in Africa,
Yeah.
his parents could not marry. His dad had to walk across the street when they went. Excuse me, I got clogged and stuff. But his dad had to walk down the street, and his mom had to act like she was the nanny instead of his mom, and all this stuff because he was. Was it Born to Sin? Is that what it was called?
I don't know. I don't know the name of the book, but
Yeah,
I know.
but
Yeah, that
it's
was
a
during
trip.
apartheid.
Yeah. And so it shows, and people always want to try and make the thing about how times have changed, and oh, you need to let it go, and oh, that's in the past.
That was
You're
just
talking about, yeah, you're talking about family three generations back, and this boy is younger than the both of us. So no, it has not changed that much. People are still fighting to keep families together. They're still trying to separate families now, and how they separated Hispanic kids from their parents when they start, deporting them and all that kind of shit.
yeah. That's all kind of crap going on. Spanish people, Mexican people. Well, Spanish people in general, they don't like They're darker relatives. They could be related, but if they darker,
Afro-Latino.
yeah, they whole separate culture. They keep them separate. It
Well,
happens in
baby, that was
Brazil.
our culture. And
Yeah.
excuse the terminology, but yeah, there was a difference between field niggas and house niggas. The
Yeah.
house niggas were usually lighter. And
Yeah.
it's why we developed colorism within our own families.
Yeah.
Like you just said, Grandmama Do going around rubbing on heads, trying to see who had good hair.
Yeah, they had this whole thing in Louisiana. You didn't want to bring home nobody that was
Darker than a paper bag.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so now it's
Personally, I love my dark skin way.
Maybe I promise you, I used to slather myself in cocoa butter and sit outside on the porch. I wanted to be damn near black as this dress. I wanted to be crispy dark. I think blue black is beautiful to me.
Oh, me too.
Oh my God, that is so just it's amazing. It's beautiful. And yet and still people have colorism issues.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about culturally, because if we're going to talk colors within the family dynamic, but now, like I just said, don't bring home no white boy. But how you going to get the good hair if you don't bring home no white boy? You can't get no good hair and grandkids if you don't bring home a white boy or a girl.
Oh, see, they go halfway. They get an Asian or Latino or something like that.
Whatever.
I know. It's crazy.
It's bullshit. But how do you think the whole not having family around impacted you? Because you would probably be a whole lot more social if you had family all around you. Because you always got to fight to be heard and seen.
Social?
Huh?
You think I'm not social?
Hell no. Social and conversing.
I talk to people. You always say I'm always going off talking to people.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Just like you have 4 emotions, you have 4 topics, and that's even. I think you don't even have 4 anymore. Barbecue has been expanded into food. That's one topic. There's music. That's 2 topics.
Yeah.
What else do you talk about? See, even the balloons agree with me.
The hell did that come from?
Tell me, what other topics do you talk about when you're hanging out with your friends that are not class of 82?
Oh, it could be anything. Science.
When's the last time you talked about science?
I don't know. I ain't been around no friends in class of 82.
But
I have other interests.
you have other interests. What are they?
Sports.
Okay. So now we have a third topic. You talk sports. So we got food, we got music, and we got sports. Can we get a fourth one?
No, that's good. If somebody brings up something, I can talk about it, but no.
And you know what? I think
Those are the things that interest me.
the things that interest you.
If somebody has,
And you're like, and you know your daughter's the same way. Talking about family, your daughter is like you in that she, like when I tell her to go talk to other kids, she say they don't like what I like. So she don't want to talk to them. She only wants to stay inside her bubble of topics and not explore anything else. And she doesn't even know if those kids are interested or not. Like I say, you'll go over and you'll start a conversation or whatever, and you can hold a conversation, but somehow, when I'm listening from across the room, I know when you fall off the cliff and go into barbecue and food. You don't fall off anything else as much as you fall off into food.
well, you go with what you know. I mean, but I have if somebody is talking about something else and it's not necessarily one of those, I can ask questions and continue the conversation. I have no problem with that.
But you
And
ain't interested at
have no
all.
problem. Oh, yes, I am. There's stuff that other people talk about that I want to learn about. I may not know anything. I talk tech. There's the other one, technology.
You are so full of shit, technology, my ass. I couldn't even get it out right. You haven't been into tech since you found barbecue.
Yes, I am. Look at my new microphone.
Whatever.
That's
You
technology.
talking about gadgets. That is not the same as tech.
What are you talking about?
I'm thinking about technology like AI and software and SaaS.
AI.
Huh?
Don't like AI. Don't like it.
Okay.
I don't think it's ready yet.
Okay.
Some interesting things, but it's still buggy.
So then how would you have a conversation about AI and family?
I wouldn't. I would just talk about family in general. It's like you and Morgan and Ashton, y'all my family. That's my nuclear family, and y'all always come first,
You know
no
who
matter
else
what.
doesn't like AI?
Morgan.
Yep. I'm telling you, your daughter is you.
But you know what? She said she doesn't like AI when it comes to art. She'll use it for her schoolwork or whatever like that.
Morgan
Help
hasn't
her
used
write.
AI for schoolwork. Not unless it's been recently.
Ask her. I mean, she may not use the right papers, but she'll use it for different stuff. But she said she doesn't like AI when it comes to art.
Okay, then she switched up because she did before she did not like AI at all. But she is not a tech. She's a gamer, but she's not a tech fan.
She's not even
What?
that much of a gamer. She's more of a watcher.
But no, because the one of the times that we went to a church trying to find a church home and all that kind of stuff, and baby, they put a QR code on the screen. She said, "Why?" That just totally turned her off church after that. It's
Because they
like,
had a
why do
QR
we?
code?
Yep, she said, "Why do we have to have technology in our giving?" And it just totally, she did not like it.
Oh, you had a QR code to give money?
Yes, to
Oh,
take up offering.
yeah, I wouldn't be happy about that either.
So
He
it's
said, but no, they might. Oh, I didn't have any cash. Oh, we got a QR code. Just go here, Venmo us. Ain't gonna, ain't gonna Zell the church.
you know what, but the
Cash up for Jesus. No, that don't work.
But the whole thing, the whole family thing is like I miss having a big family. I don't. I know you've never truly. Did you ever go to any of the picnics or anything where my mom would have? Did we know each other back then when we would meet up in the park?
I remember one. I went one time. Was that Long Beach Park?
Lakewood.
No, the other one. Is it Lakewood Park?
That's where we used to go in Lakewood.
That's
El
the name of it?
Camino. Is it?
That's it, El
Yeah.
Camino Park.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for being loud, y'all. I just
Yeah.
got excited there. But yeah, El Camino Park, yeah.
But the thing about that, like as long as my mom was doing it and she brought all the food, everybody was cool. But when it became a potluck, people would hoard their food. Oh, I made this for my family. It's like, why the hell are we out here if we're just gonna cluster up into the immediate families that we're in?
Right.
And because of like with Morgan and Ashton being so far apart in age and them not keeping in contact, I tell Morgan all the time, sweetie, you're gonna have to find your family. You're gonna have to build your family. And you get to decide if they're here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Yeah.
Because like I think she recently lost another friend, and mind you, our daughter's friends are all online because she's been homeschooled the last 4 years. How she's finding people is through the games that she watches or streams or whatever. So that's how she knows most of the people that she's online with. And I tell I was consider Kyle a little bit of her family because Kyle, she sends Kyle's pictures of me and all that stuff, and I talk shit to Kyle all the time, not cussing at nobody else's kid. But I told Kyle one day when he said, "I love your mom," I said, "Tell Kyle he likes Mean Girls." Said if he likes me, he likes Mean Girls. But even with so much so much movement, like people being able to, I can pick up and move somewhere else and still do my job kind of thing, or I'm moving for a job. Families are spread out now. So
Yeah.
there is no, even if you come from a big family, you're not around a big family. And then
Right.
it got to the point that as you got older, don't talk to my kids like that. Don't say nothing to get your badass kids then. Don't bring them to my house.
Yep.
And it's like we can't say anything without people like, oh, you offended me or you said the wrong thing. Now we got to fight. That's that. When I talk about dysfunction, that's my family.
Yeah.
It's like, don't talk to my kids that way, but your kid just did so and so. And like my first cousins and like most of my first cousins, the aunts they hung out with the most, my mom, Aunt Florence, and Uncle Charles. Those were the favorite aunts and uncles in the house. If little Uncle Ernest had lived, he probably would have been one of the family favorites as well. But because my mom and them were old school, they weren't the kind of people that when you know how much crystal my mama had in her house. I'm not moving my crystal. Tell your kid to keep their hands off my table, and if they don't, they get popped. And people will tell you, "Oh, well, you should move." My mom, this is my house. I'm not moving nothing. So
Control your damn kid.
yeah, and because people don't want to do that, then you're the problem for not adjusting your home to how they want to raise their kids. And I'm not going over there anymore because why are you letting your kid jump on my furniture? They can jump on the furniture at your house. You can't jump on the furniture at my house. Even with our own child, when Morgan used to go to Granny's house, leave all of your crazy at Granny's. Don't bring it home to me. So I don't have a problem with you going buck wild at Granny's house because that's what grandparents are for. Go over there, act as spoiled as you want. When you come home, that's not how we do. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say at my house, my mom, her philosophy was, I'm not going to have a house that my kids can't live in. Wasn't no plastic on the furniture. Wasn't no dishes and stuff that we couldn't use. Wasn't no, you could roll around on the floor or whatever. There was nothing you had to worry about breaking nothing. We could play. We could enjoy the house. We could lay on the floor. It wasn't certain rooms you couldn't go in. That was just her philosophy. Like, this is their house as much as it is mine. I'm gonna make it nice, but I ain't gonna have nothing here I ain't gonna have chairs that they can't sit in. The only thing that she, we had to watch out for was that table, that glass table, that old one, and the lamp, that heirloom lamp that's, 150 years old now?
Yeah, the one that's in the living room.
Those are the only things we had to stay away from. But outside of that, all our furniture was livable.
I know we grew up with plastic on the furniture for a while, but the other thing that we grew up with is we always had a playroom. My mom always rented places that had not our bedroom. Our bedroom was separate from our playroom. And that's where all our toys, our games were. We would lay down on the floor and watch TV in the living room and different things like that. But you know what? You got a whole ass playroom. Go up there, take the kids up there. Y'all tear up, do what? But when you're done, clean it up. And she was one of those, when folks come and get their kids, they got to clean up their room first. Don't drop your kids off at my house to make a mess and not clean it up.
Right.
So she was all about, y'all go up there and clean up the room. Oh, but my mom is here. She going to have to wait.
Yep.
So if your kid can't help clean up the mess that they made, then you know what? Don't just drop them off. Or tell me when you're coming and I'll have them clean up before you get here.
Right.
And so the dynamics of family, and we do the same thing with Morgan. And we did when she was in Oregon. She had certain friends come over. Y'all get in there and clean up that room before we go.
That's right.
Your mom is on her way.
That's right.
And the thing with I always tried to be respectful of other folks' kids because I would call parents. It amazed me how many folks would have our child and would not think to call me. Especially if you're taking her somewhere that you didn't tell me you were going to take her.
Right.
But I would tell kids, go call your mama. Let her know you're okay. Oh, my mom, I didn't ask you if your mom was worried. I want your mom to know that you're okay. And this is when I would talk to Morgan's friends, I would tell them, it's like, your mom doesn't act like I do. Because your mom would take my kid and y'all just go all day. And in Oregon, they would take Morgan in places where there was no cell reception. And she's the only black kid in the bunch. Y'all know I'm panicking.
And believe me, there's some of them places in Oregon.
Yes.
I've been there.
And Oregon is open carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But I think family dynamics have turned so inward. Because people don't want you saying anything. And even though it's to I won't even say the betterment, but just, teaching your kids how to act in mixed company because they can't act like with everybody like they act with you.
Yeah.
And people don't want to hear that. Well, my child should be able to choose. Not at this house. This is my house.
Yep.
I know it. Morgan knows it. Now your kids know it.
Yeah.
And the other thing that with like when Iris and them used to come over, I don't care how you talk to your parents when you're not around me, but you are so not going to do that when you're here with me.
Yeah,
Oh, Mom. Excuse me. Who do you think you're talking to?
exactly. Well, baby,
Oh, baby. Have I talked
family.
too much?
Yep. Take the horn out your mouth.
Okay.
We've had our family discussion, and I've enjoyed every second of it.
Somehow I just don't believe you.
I don't know why.
Probably because of that sing-song voice.
I love talking to you.
You're so full of shit.
Hey y'all, if you have any topics that you'd like to hear us discuss, be sure and send us. We'll leave us a comment here if you're on YouTube or check us out on Instagram and Facebook. On Facebook is Trying to Stay Married, and on Instagram is just.ttsmt.
Is it over there? Over there? It's up in one of the corners, right?
I'll put them up there.
Okay.
Be sure and follow us, subscribe, and share this video with all your wonderful friends so they can all bask in the glory that is me.
I got a topic for our next one. I don't even know how it would be in us
My
trying
husband
to.
is full of shit.
Huh?
My husband is full of shit.
That too. But no. Have you ever talked to Morgan about sex?
No,
Yeah, let's have that talk next time.
no.
Because that is a definite how we stay married today. Because some days it's like, dude, seriously, you need to go talk to your daughter. Let's have that
Morgan and
conversation.
we talk about anime and music.
I know. Y'all such punks. Go, dude.
Yep. Love all y'all. Appreciate you dropping in. Like I said, be sure to remember to subscribe and share this video. Leave us comments. Talk to us. We want to know what y'all thinking, how you liking the podcast, and how you like Phyllis's dancing over there. I see her.
I was trying
And
to get something to go off in the background, but nothing's happening.
okay. Be sure and check out the show notes. You'll see a link to my book there. Yay, my book. Spice the Variety of Life. Be sure and check that out on Amazon by Mr. Neil Straughter. If you didn't know my name, because they ain't gonna have it under Big Daddy. Love all y'all. We about to bounce.
Do
Peace.
this.